Welcome to Subramani. Please subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon. I'll still post 2 videos a day, maybe sometimes even 3. The question I'm asking is, what is the perfect time to invest, right? The perfect time. There is enough evidence to prove that none of us can time the market perfectly every time. Once in a while we will be able to do. I would be able to buy some share at 10 rupees, sell it off at 300 rupees and then see the price falling to 210 or 220 and I can feel thrilled. But that would be 1 out of 30 transactions, right? So the question is, you have to keep on doing the transactions to know where sometimes you will be able to time the market. So you need to know that. So what is the perfect time to invest in the market? Well, the best, perfect, superb time would have been 200 years ago if your grandfather had great-great-grandfather had invested, or 175 years ago if your grandfather had invested, or even 25 years ago, 30 years ago if you had invested, or maybe 50 years ago if your father had invested. Every rupee invested in any of the markets or in any assets would have only gone up, right? It would have gone up better than cash. But the question is, 200 years ago, did your family have money to invest? Did they have the knowledge to invest? Did they have the ability to invest? Some people bought a lot of land and land prices went up. Some people bought gold. Some people just didn't have the money. So, right, so no question of a perfect time. Similarly, in our lives, many of the things we cannot just choose, right? We cannot choose. Do you come to class 9 and say, oh, now I'm not in the mood to do class 10, I will do it when I'm in the mood, maybe 2 years later, right? You don't do that. You don't do any of those things. You get up in the morning, you brush your teeth. You don't say, oh, I will go about doing my day-to-day activities and whenever I find time, I'll brush my teeth. But why so for investing? I have no idea. So many people wait and they say, oh, I will wait, I will invest when the market goes down. Can you imagine when the market is going up, they don't want to invest? Do you think they can invest when the market goes down? The answer is no, because they have read somewhere that you have to buy when the market is low. So if I tell you that the market is 60,000, you don't know whether it is high or low. So you say, oh no, I will wait for the market to go down. Let us say this person thinks mentally that when the market goes down by 10%, he will invest or she will invest. Market goes down to 53,000 or say 55,000, doesn't go down 10%, so 60, so it should be 54. It goes to 55 and then it turns and it goes back to 57, 58, then 60, then down to 57. Then down up to 75, right? Straight jump up to 75. We know that's what the market does, right? So if I tell you market is going to give 10% return, does it give 10% every year? No, it does not. Your money does not go from 10 to 110 to 120 to 130. It goes from 100 to 137. Then it falls by 22%. Then it goes up by 5%, right? That is what actually happens. So there is no such thing called timing the market perfectly. The year you invest, if the market falls by 37%, of course you will feel terrible. But the question is, you keep investing on a day-to-day basis rather on a month-to-month basis, doing a systematic investment plan or buying regularly, and then you think, okay, the market has gone down, therefore I bought more shares. If you are 25 years of age, you should be celebrating the market going down because you can be buying more, rather than wait and say, oh, I will wait for the market to go up. Market does not go up on one particular day, nor does it announce, oh, next Monday I am going to go up 10%. It does not announce. It just does what it does, and afterwards, in retrospect, people look at the charts and say, oh, 6,000 was a good index to buy, 9,000 was a good index to buy. Now it is 60,000. So the question to ask is, now what should I do? And I have a very simple answer: you should invest. It's very difficult to invest in a rising market, but it is much worse investing in a mentally investing in a falling market. And do you think a person who can't invest in a rising market will ever invest in a falling market? You go to this person and say, oh, market has fallen 5%, 8% or something. You'll say, no, 10% girne do. Once it falls 10%, says, I always knew this is going to happen. Now I think there's a recession in the US, so this is not a good time to be investing. Hello? I would prefer investing during a recession because I know one day the recession will be over, right? So all of us who invested during the pandemic made money because we knew that one day the vaccine will be found, the solution will be found. So don't wait for that perfect day when to invest, right? If then consult your astrologer and look for some Rahu Kalam or something like that and say, okay, I will not invest during this period. I mean, your guess is as good as mine whether that will work.